Alright, what is up guys? So, it is Christmas time, probably my favourite time of the year. It's always such a good time. Hope you guys are enjoying Christmas as much as I normally do, and hopefully will this year. And yeah, I know a few of you have also finished your first semester of uni, so yeah, let me know how that's been. And yeah, anyway, just let me know what you're doing guys, because it's been a while since I made my last video. Last time I streamed was quite a while ago, and it'll be good to catch up and, you know, just talk to you guys and have a good time. I will try and stream on Saturday as well, guys. So stay tuned for that. We can catch up more there. But yeah, just drop me a comment on how you're doing. Also, I am feeling a little better now. So I've been feeling better for nearly a week now, maybe just a bit over a week. And I decided to take a little break and actually grind the game because I hadn't played Rocket League for about 2 weeks, I think. And I really wanted to get back into like my best sort of level, so I could give you the best analysis, because I think if I'm playing at my best, have a competitive mindset, I will see things in your replays that will, you know, be, I'll analyze your replays better, and I think that makes sense. So basically I did that. I managed to get top 100 in 1v1 again, so that's pretty cool. I think I'm 90th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 90th on global leaderboards of 1v1. So yeah, oh, Scrubkiller's here. I swear Scrubkiller was like 50th. What the hell? He must have lost quite a few games. I mean, it is hard, but obviously Scrubkiller will be number 1 or in the top 10 very soon when he actually tries to play. He's probably had an off day today. Whatever, streaming. You know, I can imagine like playing on stream must be hell. I've never actually played ones on stream, but you know, especially with my internet, streaming ones would be just horrible. Because I don't have an Ethernet port in the stream. But anyway, yeah, so, yeah, that's my reasoning. I'm going to bring out the replay analysis tomorrow. So it should be coming out tomorrow. First one, I think it's YOLO Mark, because he sent me a replay so long ago, I missed it, and I think he sent me a fresh one, so he'll be the first one, and then all of you other guys, there's quite a few that have come in that I will be getting to. I know the most recent one was Z-Bomb, he sent me one. And there's a few others in between now, so Z-Bomb will be last, sorry. You did just send me it, so. But yeah, I do appreciate you sending it in, and I'll try and get to it very, very soon. Today, why don't we just do a casual video? It's more of an update video. We'll look at one of the games I played. Somehow I was able to beat Whopper, who's a really good player. He was definitely not playing at his best, he had an off day. Like, guys, this is something also to remember, right? Just because I beat someone, or I know obviously you guys probably don't think this as well, but someone out there might think it, like, just as I beat someone, like, I beat Yukio. Yukio's clearly a better player than me, right? Just because you beat someone at 1v1 doesn't mean, you know, doesn't mean that much, if you know what I mean. What it means is that you're capable and you're a good player, right? Just because you beat a really good pro, but by no means doesn't mean, like, you can see all the names I've got here, like Torsos, Rix Ronde, Whopper. I've got a few names below, just me flexing a little bit. ClayX, a lot I beat, I think a little bit. OSM is my favourite win because he's so good. And he proved how good he was. And I beat him when he was training, okay? So I'm really happy with that. When he was getting back to his bed. Oh my god, that is a voice crack. But yeah, anyway, you know what I mean. Like, but it no means means you're better. It means you played well in that time. Once you play them again, they'll probably, you know, get their payback, and hopefully you can try and beat them again. But yeah, I just want to make that clear. I'm not trying. When I also is to like cover myself, because when I do upload a video, like, yeah, me beating Rix Ronde or something, I'm not trying to say I'm better than him. It's just like an achievement I've done, right? It's not like, I don't know how to describe it. You guys know what I mean. It's like it's an accomplishment for me that I want to show you guys. You know, it's like a cool thing that I've done. It's not trying to like embarrass the person. You know, honestly, if someone made a video, I'd be like honored if someone made a video I beat NightRyder. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's cool because like they think you're a good player. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get into the video. Rix Ronde has beaten me quite a few times in the past. Well, not quite a few. Like, I think it was I can't remember. I think I've beaten him twice, and he's beaten me twice, I think. So yeah, he really doesn't allow me much time. I actually have changed my playstyle since a lot. This game was about 8 days ago, and I decided to change my playstyle around 2 days ago because I figured that I am way too passive. Like, I play more passive than Flakes, and Flakes is probably like the most passive player in the world, right? He really doesn't like to challenge too early, although you do see him challenging early, but I play more passive than him, right? And I realized that's not a good strategy, because when you're playing against really good players, they really can take chances super early, and they can score really, really well, like really quickly, and it's really hard to defend if you're just sitting on your goal line, right? A lot of these chances, unless you've got Scrub Killer like reactions, right? Or Scrub Killer as best, which is what I should say, because sometimes Scrub Killer, I've seen him on stream, and sometimes he loses to people that he really shouldn't lose to, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just decided to really try and challenge as early as possible. This isn't the game to show that, because I was playing in my old playstyle, a bit passive, and just, you know, taking my chances. Pretty slow, and, you know, how I like to like build up plays and stuff with flicks and, you know, all of that. But yeah, I've tried to adopt a lot faster playstyle. So I've got like two playstyles now. One's a passive one, and one's a faster one. And obviously the faster one's not as good, but it's won me a lot of games that I usually wouldn't win, but just because I'm playing a lot faster, you know what I mean? So that's the difference, really. It's like I'm developing a playstyle for certain players, and then I'll go back to the passive playstyle for other players. And actually, maybe I could explain how I'm going to be using my passive playstyle, what kind of player I'm going to be using the passive playstyle against, right? So the passive playstyle is going to be used against someone that actually, when I'm attacking, goes straight back to goal. That's when I'm going to be using that, because when someone's challenging you early, you really can't take your time to build up an attack, right? It's obvious. That's really obvious. You just have to flick early, and just hit it as early as possible, get the ball over them, and just score, right? But when you're playing a bit more, you know, if you're gonna like slow dribble to the goal, basically. This is the reason why Scrub Killer has such a hard time against Flakes, because although Scrub does like to challenge early, like when he can, he goes back to goal a lot. I don't know if you've noticed that as well. He really likes to just sit on his goal line. I think you've seen that, right? And Flakes is a guy that like really takes his time with his shots and goals, and has really good flicks as well. And it's really hard for someone with Scrub Killer sort of playstyle to defend against that. Realistically, what Scrub Killer wants Flakes to do is just to flick early. He wants early flicks and like early shots, so Scrub Killer can save it. But when Flakes sort of gains space on him, like he gets really close to the goal, not even Scrub Killer's reactions are good enough to deal with some of the shots Flakes can do from close range. You know what I mean? So that's basically like why Flakes is such a good counter for Scrub. And then Flakes isn't such a good counter for someone like O'Khalid, because O'Khalid's also really consistent and passive. Oh no, O'Khalid just beats everyone really right now, but you know what I mean. Like, so that's my take on it. You know, you want to play passive against people that go back to goal, and then you want to play like the aggressive playstyle, not giving them space for people who attack very quickly and also challenge early against you. You know, that's the sort of. Basically, a ball chaser, you want to learn to play quicker with your touches and your shots, and then someone who's passive, you want to also play passive. Because like when you're attacking, you don't just want to flick the ball early and give the back possession for free. Like that's what Flakes would love. If you're a player that like flicks early and plays really fast, someone like Flakes would just easily defend that, because he's really good at just you know, defending, you know. And yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense to me, and it's been working for me, so if it doesn't make sense to you, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's my advice. Also on kickoffs, I've learned quite a bit. So on the kickoffs, I've actually started. You know how I say always go to like a side of the ball, but it really depends. Like recently, I've been having a lot of success when. If I know the player is going to hit to one side, what I do is I go through the middle of the ball and I hit it the same side as they're hitting it to. And that wins it quite a lot. It's actually better, I think, because you can actually score more often from it. I've been doing that a lot recently. Again, I hope that makes sense. So basically, I'll say again, just so to make sure I can make some sense. When my opponent is on the same side as me, I'm hitting the ball to say that my opponent's hitting the ball to the right hand side, and I'm gonna go the same way as him. Hitting it through the middle wins you the kickoff better, right? So if you hit through the middle to the same side they're hitting it, you'll win the kickoff a lot better. I think you forfeit that. So yeah, well, we played really well in that game. To be a pro, it's always like you're gonna have to play really well. But yeah, anyway, that's sort of my video. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And or learned something. And remember, replay analysis coming very soon. YOLO Mark, you're first. I think it's Wonka second. I think it is, because YOLO Mark did send it in, and I missed that one a little while ago. So if he sent me in another one, I'm gonna do that first. And then yeah, we'll get through all the other ones, all the other new ones that come through. And yeah, guys, honestly, if you want to send me, I think the most beneficial ones for you and for me to give you advice on will be, well, to be fair, any game mode. I mean, I'm Grand Champ in every game mode. I did get quite high in 2s last season when I tried. So, I mean, any game mode's fine, but honestly, I feel like 1v1, I can give you the best advice. I can always give you the best advice in 1v1. Because, and also, 1v1's the game mode that I think, I really do believe it will give you the best, best outlook on every single game mode for 1v1. There's so many positions. Like, okay, say you're on the wall like here. Like 1v1 teaches you how to not like lose it, you know, like how to defend in the perfect position. Like say the ball's high up on the wall. In twos, you're just gonna hit it, right? Or something. But in ones, you can't just do that because you're just giving away possession. So you'll learn how to like keep possession, maybe even edge dribble more efficiently, so you can like, I don't know, get a goal off it or whatever. You know, like you just learn so much more because you learn so much more about how to keep possession of the ball in these hard situations from playing ones. And yeah, if you wanna send me in a replay of ones or something, yeah, it's gonna be most beneficial for you, I think, if you do play more ones. But you know, not everyone likes ones, so yeah, send me in whatever. But I'm just letting you know that ones is probably the best. And I can give you a lot of advice in 2s and 3s, but yeah. Don't get me wrong, you're going to get good advice from me, hopefully, yeah, in 2s and 3s, because I'm decent at those game modes. I'm able to get Grand Champ, and like I said, in 2s I did go pretty high, but yeah, I'm just saying that. I think if you want to improve in this game, you got to play ones. You just got to be good at ones. Basically, if you want to go pro, you have to be good at ones, I think. There's no pro out there that I think isn't Grand Champ, and if they're not Grand Champ, I don't think they're a very good pro. As harsh as that sounds, right? I don't think they'll be like, they're not going to be that good. I don't know. Sounds really harsh.